President Trump has declared victory after a federal judge in Texas put a stop to the Biden administration's effort to sell off the remaining scrap wall that he was going to use for that obviously the Biden administration completely stalled. He writes on Truth Social, in a major crucial win for America and our national security, a federal judge in Texas, based on papers we filed just a few days ago, has prohibited the Biden administration from selling any materials designated for the border wall. That has been wrecked by Biden and his cronies, and which I'm going to rebuild in order to protect our country from violent migrant crime, fentanyl smuggling, sex trafficking, terror attacks, and other heinous nation-ending disasters.
That's good news out of Texas.
Thank you, Texas.
The Biden administration not able to sell off what's remaining of the border wall. Yes, Ken Paxton filing that lawsuit, the Attorney General of Texas. Tom Homan was talking about this yesterday on Fox News Live.
It's disgusting that they're going to take that border wall, which like you just said, we pay top dollar for, and selling it for pennies on the dollar. Now we got to rebuy it. It's ridiculous. However, a little bit of good news. One of the companies actually reached out to me, willing to give us that border wall products back at what they paid for it, the pennies on the dollar, giving us back for the same price. So I think Ken Paxton, the AG in Texas, took immediate action. I know I've been working with Lindsey Graham, taking immediate action. So right now I think we got them stopped. But it's insulting. They wait 4 years just before we take control to sell a main piece of our plan to secure that border.
And we had Chuck DeVore on earlier, and I talked to him about the wall. And one of the things that is so shocking when you go to the border is seeing piles of border wall rusting on one side, people coming across the border, and then massive protection around the detention centers where they're processing it. I also went to a center that was for unaccompanied minors. And I'm telling you, Alcatraz is not more protected than, this. I mean, prisons are not more protected than this. The Biden administration did everything they could to make sure you did not know anything about the children that were coming across the border, the 300,000 that were missing, that remain missing, and the horrors that they went through. Rapes, little girls loaded up with birth control pills because the parents who sent them on this journey alone know that they're going to be raped, the number of tragedies that happened to them. And one of the people that has been, I think, a real hero in this, first of all, the group, the Texas Department of Public Safety, the DPS, but specifically Lieutenant Olivares, who has made it because he's a father, and these images have broken his heart, and he wanted America to know. He has made sure to let us know and show the photos, and we're the only network that's showing them, basically, of children who have come across the border alone. The latest, we just got these photos. This is a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old. Look at this. They came across alone with the cartels, and this often happens. The cartels get, for whatever reason, abandon these kids, and this is what happens. Texas DPS troopers recovered 2 unaccompanied female children. They were abandoned, as I said. And this is just terrible.
All they had was that piece of paper right there that you see holding them up, pulling up, and it had a phone number and address on it. That's it, that paper.
I think it's worth saying, you guys, poverty is no excuse for child abuse. And what was done to those girls by those parents, and certainly by these evil cartels that their parents put them in the hands of, is pure evil.
And when you hand over the entire border to the drug cartels and the human smugglers, this is what you get. And one of the strategies that they will sometimes use, of course, is to deploy the people that they're smuggling, the humans, the children in this case, a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old. They'll drop them off in a place in order to divert Border Patrol over there so that they can sneak their more valuable for them drugs over in some other spot. And I think it's so important to show these pictures.
Yes, it is.
And it's so interesting because the most of the political media, they're always looking for heartrending photographs, and they want to show that. They don't show these, and there's a reason they don't show these, because they care more about protecting the Biden administration and the political left than they do about exposing the true human tragedy that is occurring at the border.
We'll see a change in this. Tom Homan and Donald Trump have promised to locate as best as they can.
And they have a record of accomplishing that.
Yes, the 300,000 children that the Biden administration has lost track of.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.